My $12,000 dividend portfolio just outperformed the S&P 500 for the month of November, and I am this close to overtaking it for the year. What's up? My name is Jack Murphy. This is my 44th dividend income report video. We'll look into my $12,000 dividend portfolio and look at what stocks have been paying me dividends, my best and worst performers, and what stocks have been buying and selling. So, like I said, we outperformed the S&P 500 this month. My portfolio did over 2.33% returns in the month of November, while the S&P 500 had only a 0.25% return. The NASDAQ actually had a negative 0.145% return, and the Dow Jones had about a negative 0.5% return. If we go back to March 5th when I did a recomposition, I'm actually underperforming the S&P 500 by quite a bit. My portfolio has only done 11.65% since then, while the S&P 500 has done nearly 20%. The NASDAQ is at nearly 30%, and the Dow Jones is over 13%. So I look pretty bad when we go back to the recomposition, but year to date, I'm still doing good. Year to date, my portfolio has returned over 16%, and the S&P 500 is a little bit over 17%, so I still have a bit to go. But before the end of the year, it is possible to overtake the S&P and outperform it over 2025. So you're going to have to stay for the next video to see if I do that. But this is where we're sitting right now. That being said, let's go and look at the best and worst performers because there were some big ones this month. If we look at my three worst performers, there is Visa, which had a negative 2.21% return, Microsoft, which had a negative 6.82% return, and Amazon, which had a negative 8.42% return. Those seem bad, but the good ones made up for it. SCHD had a rebound at over a 4% return. Altria Group had about a 4.64% return, and Regeneron had about a 16.47% return. Regeneron is very, very close to my average cost per share. It's around $750 right now, and my average cost per share is a little bit under $800. So we're pretty close to having a profit on that position. Speaking of Regeneron, let's look at the stocks I bought this month. Regeneron and Amazon are two stocks that I bought $50 worth, and Microsoft I bought $100 worth, bringing my total contribution to $200 for the month. Just long-term stocks I want to build a position in. Same thing I've been saying for the past couple months. If we take a look at my Regeneron position, you can see that I am down about 3.6%, and that's because my average cost per share is about $779. So like I said, we're pretty close. Amazon, I'm up about 20%. And Microsoft, I'm also up not quite 20%, but 14.5% returns. So returns-wise, we did pretty well this month. But now let's look at the dividends to see how I did there. And pretty short list. In the month of November, just got $5.40 from Realty Income. Doesn't seem like a lot, but this is just the bad quarter in terms of dividends. My monthly average is around $26.73. And my 12-month total, if I were to not change anything in this portfolio, is about $320.20. So when we have months like November, you just don't get a lot of dividends. If you're trying to live off dividends in a portfolio like this, you just got to budget around it. I'm just reinvesting, so no problem for me. And I'm actually going to show you my dividends I'm projected to get in December to show you what a good month can look like. December, I'm projected $43 from Visa, Regeneron, Chevron, Microsoft, Realty Income, and SCHD. So going to be my biggest month ever according to Snowball Analytics. Hopefully that actually happens. Pretty sure it's going to. And that'll be a great video when I upload it, probably on like New Year's or the day after. Since we were kind of talking about Realty Income, that is probably going to be one of the first stocks I get out of this portfolio for the next recomposition I'm going to do Q1 2025. It's just not doing too much in my portfolio besides these monthly dividends checks, which I don't really need right now. So I'm going to have to find a place to reinvest at, whether that be a new position or into the positions I am building up right now. Besides that, I don't know what I want to take out of the portfolio or add to it. That's going to be a big thing for 2025. That's all I got for today. Thank you for watching. If you haven't checked out this video, click on that now. But besides that, peace.